Hi, and welcome to God in 10 minutes. Give or take a bit. I'm Jack. This time again, we're into Numerics. Ivan Panin Numerics. Heavy stuff, boy. I mean, it just proves the whole Bible. The whole Bible, you know? And again, it's not the quantity of numbers. Okay, it isn't, and it isn't gematria, the symbolism of numbers. It's all these patterns of how many this and how many that. Okay, not the number itself, but the patterns that form by the numbers. Okay, you're going to have to forgive me a little bit for reading a lot of this here because I can't memorize all this stuff. Okay. So this is out of one of Ivan Panin's works. He translated the whole Bible with this, do you know? He says, let's examine the first part of this genealogy. What genealogy is that? It's Matthew 1:1. Matthew 1:1. First chapter, I mean, okay? And the first chapter divided into two sections. First part is Jesus' genealogy, and then the second part is all about his birth, okay? And then that contains the angel and stuff in there, okay, that talk to Joseph. So you total up all the words to begin with, okay? And these are all different separations that you can make, things that you can say, well, there's so many of these and there's so many of those, and you can count that up, and these are reasonable divisions, okay? The vocabulary of the genealogy is 49 words. 49 divides evenly by 7. 7 times 7. That's one feature of 7. And the fact that it's 7 times 7, 7 sevens, is feature number 2. Okay? Let's see, how many features have... I think I'm only going to give you 13 features here. I think, yeah, 13. Okay, that was feature number 2. The sum of its factors is a 7. 7 and 7, 14. Of the 49 words, 28, 4 times 7, begin with a vowel. That's where this stuff goes. 28 words start with a vowel, okay? Well, if 28 words start with a vowel, then there's only 21 words left, 3 times 7, and they begin with a consonant. It's divided exactly in sevens, okay? Consonant, that's feature number 4. Feature number 5. 49 words of vocabulary have 266 letters. 266 letters. That's 7 times 2 times 19. 38 times 7. Okay? That's feature number 5. The sum of its factors, 7 plus, times 2 plus 19, is 14. That's 2 sevens. That's feature number 7. Oh no, that's number 6. 6. The sum of its factors is 28. 19 plus 2 plus 7. That's 4 sevens. The sum of its figures is 14. 2 times 7. That's feature 7. Of the 266 letters, 126 of them, 18 times 7, are consonants. Not just the first letters, but all the letters. Okay? Consonants. That's feature number 8. Of the 49 words, 35 of them, 5 times 7, occur more than once in the passage. And at least 14, 2 times 7, occur only one time. But he only counts that as feature number 9, one time. 7, 35 of them are occur more than once, and that leaves 7 that only occur in one form. And 42, or 6 sevens, occur in only one form. 7 in more than one form, 42 in only one form. That's feature 10. Among the parts of speech, the 49 words are divided like this. 42, 6 times 7, are nouns. 42 nouns. 7 are not nouns. Feature number 11. Of those 35 nouns, of the 42 nouns, 35 are proper names. 5 times 7, 35. And 7 are common nouns. That's feature number 12. Feature number 13, out of the proper names. See, it's like a ladder. You keep going down lower and lower. Of the proper names, 28, 4 times 7, are male, and 7 are not. Feature number 13. So that's just in the genealogy. But the second part of the chapter, that's verses 8 through 25, 8 verses. This is about Jesus' birth, isn't it? All right. What's Jesus' number? 888. New beginnings. The 8 verses are a new beginning. That's just me. Okay, that's not Panin. Okay, here's what Panin says. Verses 18 through 25 relate to the birth of Christ, consists of 161 words. Great. 23 sevens. And they occur in 105 forms. 15 sevens. Feature number 2. Vocabulary of 77 words. 11 times 7. Okay? Joseph is spoken to here by the angel. Okay? Accordingly, of the 77 words in the whole passage, the angel uses 28, 4 times 7. Okay? Of the 105 forms, he uses 35, 5 times 7. The numeric value of the whole vocabulary. Okay, remember each letter has a number assigned to it. You total up all the numbers of all the letters in all those 161 words, and you get to a total of 52,605. Divide that by 7, comes out even, exactly even to 7515. 7,515, right on the money. And of the forms is 65,429. Well, that's 9,347 sevens. Oh boy. But he goes on to say this enumeration only begins, as it were, to barely scratch the surface of the numerics of this passage. But what is especially noteworthy here is the fact that the angel's speech has also a scheme of sevens, making it kind of a ring within a ring, a wheel within a wheel. Okay? Watch this. Okay? The vocabulary, wait a minute. The vocabulary, the second chapter, no, that goes on here. The second chapter of Matthew tells of the childhood of Christ. Okay? The vocabulary has, remember 161? 161 words, again, and that's again 23 sevens. The vocabulary has 896 letters. Now these are all in Greek, okay? Not English, Greek. Okay? 896 letters, and that's 128 sevens. Okay? There are 238 forms. That's 34 sevens. And the numeric value of the vocabulary is 123,529. Not 27. I mean, out of 123,000, if you're only off by 2, it doesn't work. But it's not off by 2 because that number is 17,647 sevens. It's not over yet, okay? There are forms of the passage, 166,985. 7 times 23,855. And it goes on and on. There is not, however, a single paragraph in the scores of Matthew, not just the first couple of chapters, all of Matthew, all of the paragraphs, all of the book, exactly the same way, all kinds of sevens. It also happens that the Gospel of Mark shows the very same phenomenon. And thus, the very passage called so triumphantly in some people's erroneous opinions is that the last 12 verses of Mark, they're not true. It's not true. That they were written by somebody else. They were added later. They were whatever. It's not really there. Well, Panin did his number thing on those last verses. The number patterns are still all there. Okay. Here's just 2 or 3 of them. See, the verses in Mark present some 60, not 30, 60. 60 features of sevens. 60. Okay? It has 175 words, 25 sevens, vocabulary of 98 words. Wait. 98 words, or 2 7 of sevens, 2 times 7, 7. 553 letters. That's 79 sevens, 133 forms, 19 sevens, and on and on. 60 features of 7. Well, did God inspire those last few verses or not? You know, if God didn't inspire it, you're not going to find those features in there. And as I said before, he translated the whole Bible this way, okay? So it happens, however, to be a fourth fact that Luke presents the same phenomenon as Matthew and Mark. And so does John and James and Peter and Jude and Paul. The Bible is a book of God. The Bible is the book of Christ. The Bible is the book of faith. The Bible is the book of completion. 7. 7 is the predominant factor in all of the Bible. You find sevens everywhere because it's a complete book. It tells you everything you need to know forever. Okay? Anything you want to know, do it God's way. You just look in the Bible, it's there. Oh, you're going to have to work a little bit to find it, you know, understand it, and you'll probably have to have somebody teach you a little bit about it so you can go on and do your own research. And that's what these videos are all about, to kickstart your own research, okay? 7. God in 10 minutes, maybe. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless.